President Trump's 100 days have been a downward spiral for American democracy. After trying very hard to take healthcare away from millions of Americans, Trump now just kind of decided, fuck FBI Director Jim Comey, and fired him as he was in the middle of investigating Trump and his ties to Russia. And now the same Congress that's trying to strip millions of Americans of their healthcare just to please Trump will have the power to either ask for an apolitical special prosecutor or decide to unanimously approve a new person in Comey's place. I wonder how that'll go. Probably not great. And this firing was such a gross abuse of power, even a CNN panelist experienced a moment of clarity.
This is the kind of thing that goes on in non-democracies. They fire the people who were in charge of the investigation.
And this isn't the first instance of someone investigating Trump. It's actually the third. Acting Attorney General Sally Yates was also sacked by Trump. The U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York, Preet Bharara, was also sacked by Trump after he refused to resign. And the one thing Comey, Yates, and Bharara have in common is that they were all investigating Trump's connection to Russia when they got fired. And the reason the Trump administration is giving us is so shitty, it's almost like they're not even trying to hide what they're doing anymore. They just know that their base will take whatever insane information they serve up. Except for Sean Spicer, who decided to hide from reporters in the dark, in the bushes. Scared Spice. And to hear the administration's talking points hurled back at us at any point of the day, the best place to look, after Donald Trump's Twitter feed, is Fox News. So let's hear from Bill O'Reilly's replacement act, Tucker Carlson, on why Comey had to go.
This firing was overdue, and everyone in Washington knows it.
Comey was, at his very best, still kind of bad at his job. Except if there's one thing we know about incompetence, it's that it's not a fireable offense in Washington. In fact, it's often rewarded. But go on.
Comey repeatedly injected himself into political matters that the country's chief investigative figure should stay out of.
Oh boy. Since the last 8 years we're under a Democratic administration, I can't wait to hear what Tucker has to say about this.
In 2015, for example, he came out against police body cams right after President Obama endorsed them, effectively undermining the president.
Tucker Carlson criticizing someone for undermining Obama is like me criticizing a pundit for shamelessly self-promoting in the middle of a serious political piece. Seriously. Follow me on Instagram, though. But give us the main point, Tucker.
At the height of the last presidential campaign, of course, he held that famous press conference about the investigation of Hillary Clinton, even though he was simply announcing that the FBI lacked enough evidence to support a criminal case against her.
Wait, what? This is Trump's justification for firing Comey? How stupid do you think we are? Now, the official statement from the White House is that Trump fired Comey based on the clear recommendations of both Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein and Attorney General Jeff Sessions. But it wasn't that long ago that the man-baby and racist elf were both praising Comey, specifically on Comey coming out and releasing this non-information about a second investigation into Hillary, which now got him fired. Just look what they both had to say about it only a couple months back.
And now he's received new evidence. He had an absolute duty, in my opinion, 11 days or not, to come forward with the new information that he has and let the American people know that too.
And it took guts for Director Comey to make the move that he made in light of the kind of opposition he had. It took a lot of guts.
And look, this isn't the first flip-flop, and it's not going to be the last. Republicans wanted the FBI heavily involved in politics when a Democrat was in the crosshairs, but now we'll fire the same guy and celebrate it, declaring that the FBI should be apolitical when it's the Trump administration. But the big issue here is that conservative media has now become a full-blown propaganda machine. Donald Trump, his administration, conservative media, and their audience is kind of like the human centipede. Donald and his cronies constantly shovel shit down the throats of the human centipede, and then they eat that shit, and then they shit it out directly into the mouths of their Republican audience. The difference is, at the top of the pile, you have guys like Tucker Carlson saying, "Please, sir, can I have some more?" Yeah, I just combined Oliver Twist and the Human Centipede. And to be fair to the creators of the Human Centipede, yeah, that movie was awful, but still not anywhere near as catastrophically awful as anything the Trump administration has done. So I apologize for that comparison. But I'm Hassan Piker. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Hassan D. Piker and on Twitter at Hassan the Hun. And this has been The Breakdown.